Mac Jones. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here come the Patriots now on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 78 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road,
the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake. And as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Anderson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Anderson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A jet sweep, Dobbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on set. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Sanders' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
Oh, what a move. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Looking to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
Gets around him. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now the Packers get set to go.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake. Anderson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. extra yard here to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, Anderson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Jones over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Throw left side, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the back.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Here's Anderson. A final shot before break. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Packers now to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That third down conversion good for 23. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Anderson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Jones looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Off play action. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Jones now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before
puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Anderson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
And the Packers pick it up. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling? And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a...
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. Let's go. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy was going to catch.
Trying to lay one up deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead,
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It's hauled in by Hardy. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 is that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Anderson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Anderson now on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McLaughlin. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. This deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here's Jones on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry from 19 yards away.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We're down to the 41.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw. Anderson.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big 30-yard play on third. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Anderson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Anderson to throw on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Now Jones. Out. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
And with that kind of a deficit.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play,
overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And my goodness, another interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Charles, a lot of